I got a message about not just falling for anything. Ask for proof, ask for consistency, ask for truth, ask for spiritual integrity, and make sure that you're seeing those things. The dream that I had was talking about not always needing to jump the gun to do something, to prove something, to say something. And sometimes you get your strength from that. So it's like you don't always have to share your truth, because it's almost like you're surrounded by spiritual guides that is aligning you with tribe that knows the truth and that sees the truth. So you don't always have to do that kind of work. And there's nothing wrong with you doing that kind of work, but it's almost like when you do, then you develop a certain type of strength and extra armor. Not only because you have others supporting you from the seen and the unseen, but also because you were patient. You didn't act. You weren't impulsive. You know, you took your time. You used your wisdom. You used your knowledge. You used your your wit. And when you do that, even in the calmness, even in the quiet, your ego might want to say something or do something, but you don't necessarily have to all the time. In the dream, I was a man, and a lady was trying to tell me to come and show me something. And when I went, she was showing me, it was like a dirty water. She was like, this water give you powers. This water give you powers and give you strength. And I was like, has anybody else taken any? He was like, no. And I was like, why you didn't take any? He was like, because I'm sick. And I was like, okay. And I'm looking at the water. It doesn't look nasty, but I was just like, ugh, dirty water. Like, what the hell? What is this? So I delayed as long as I could. And she started to turn. She started throwing up. It was just weird. And she ran away from me because I think she was transforming into a beast or whatever her sickness was, right? And I followed her. I was creeping like this, following her. She went behind the door and the door was halfway open. And I was like, what the hell? And all I see is her long ass tongue, like just changing into some shit. And I was like, I gotta go. I gotta go. So I ran out of there. And then it's like a truck, and not a truck, I'm gonna say like a Wrangler 4x4 full of the opposing team was chasing me. And I don't think I could see it, but there's like rocks, small little rocks that they use to help build homes. That's what the ground was surrounded by, kind of like this, right? But more rocks. It was a lot more. It was just rocks. And I slid under a car, like real, I was on some Marvel shit, okay? I ran, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna hide there. Slid under the car on some smooth operator slide and shit too. I was dope. All right, you would be proud if this was a Marvel movie. And all I heard was them getting like, shot up. Come to find out, it was my squad, my team. And then the leader, it was like 4 of us. And the big leader, the big guy, who was big, muscular, tall, like 8 feet tall. He was like, shout out to the Praguers. I love Praguers. They're fun until they're dangerous. He was like, oh yeah, those are so-and-so. And I was like, oh, okay, how did you know? I said, yeah, we always know. So he was like, come on, let's go. So we're all walking. And I thought that was significant too. Like I said, your guys, they always know. They always know what's going on, obviously. They see what you don't see. But you were wise in protecting yourself, maneuvering that way, okay? And also listening to your intuition. There's a certain type of like level of sovereignty that you are evolving into, or being led to evolve more into. Sovereignty is what's going to save a lot of us. The ability to think for ourselves, the ability to discern, the ability to listen to our intuition. Look, this hill, it don't look that high, okay? And it's not, but when you're fasting, this feels like a whole high ass mountain, okay? Yeah, so some of you, you know that you're gonna need to be discerning during this time. And moving forward, that's gonna be what saves you. Not reacting, not listening to what somebody else tells you about anything. And also not taking shortcuts. Not taking shortcuts for your elevation. Not taking shortcuts like, oh, let me do this, let me do that. No, you gotta do the work. If anything, sit down, unplug, and actually do the work. Otherwise, you're trying to take a shortcut and it'll be dangerous for you. Well, it could actually possibly sabotage your efforts, sabotage your gifts that are coming online right now. That's what you don't want. Let me sit down out here for a little bit. All right, that's what you don't want. And when we were walking back, all of a sudden the leader, he started to change. He grew taller, he grew stronger. My arms got bigger, okay? My arms got bigger. I grew a little bit taller. My back got wider. Like there was another girl part of the team. She got stronger. Her equipment, like some shield that she had, and her guns, like they got bigger. The leader, his gun got longer and bigger. I'm like, yo, literally we all just leveled up just because of that. And they were gonna attack and destroy those other entities anyway, but because of, you kind of played as if you were weak, right? To hide in the car, to not do this, not do that, and run. But that was really just your instincts guiding you out so that they could be slaughtered, right? Without you even knowing. So there's, again, a certain type of message right now that it's saying there's no need for you to prove anything. There's no need for you to express your truth. There's no need for you to do anything other than be discerning, stand your ground, almost just like observe. Also, not every battle, not every fight is yours to fight. Not every battle, not every fight is yours to fight. It was easy for me to kind of like know that. So I think it's going to be something that will be easy for you once you pay attention to your surroundings. It's also saying try not to be emotionally manipulated or distracted or even targeted. Not targeted, you will get targeted, but affected so easily. So again, that emotional discernment, emotional mastery, emotional maturity is going to be needed, because there is going to be tests. There are going to be people that want to come and act like they want to help you, or they got the goods, they have this. Even with readings, like I do tarot readings, but I always tell my clients to make sure that you're listening and you're paying attention and going back within yourself to confirm within your own spirit. This is just for confirmation purposes. Tarot is just for confirmation purposes. It's just for clarity. But you'll get all the clarity and the discernment and the intuitive hits from within yourself when you sit with the messages that I share with you, right, in relation to the cards. At the end of the day, you are a sovereign being, and you get to stand on that, period. Nothing else is going to save you but the fact that you know you're a sovereign being, you're protected, you're guided. There's certain things that you get to not involve yourself in, not let anybody emotionally manipulate you or trigger you. That's the word I was looking for, trigger you, because they will, because they want to try to take your light, they want to try to take your power. There's a certain type of like strength and awareness that you get to walk around with, and to believe and to stand strong in that, and to know that you're not alone. Again, there are some battles that you don't always need to fight. You just get to stand in your truth and keep walking on your path, period. All right. Yep, that was it. As more come, I will continue to share, and I enjoy sharing these. Of course, if you like the video, let me know what you think about that dream. Let me know how you're feeling, what's going on with you during these times as well in relation to that dream. I do have the Lucy ebook, the Raise Your Vibrational ebook, in the link below. Go ahead and check that out. It's super dope, very empowering, because it really helps you to protect yourself and guard yourself from any type of manipulation, emotional immaturity or triggers, and just to get stronger in your awareness and your intuition. Okay, this is a sovereign gift, so go check that out and copy for yourself. And I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.